Hey, it's Tuba Billy. So I hardly get on Facebook anymore. And what I occasionally do is just to look at specific things or to do something for work. But when I was getting on Facebook a few weeks ago, I happened to stumble across this this group. It's called for bingo, not bingo. It's for bandits, and not the bad guy bandits. Bandits from Bluey, the dad. His name's Bandit. And I was like, oh, cool. Bandits, a group for dads. I was like, hey, that sounds pretty cool. What do they talk about? Looked at it and saw some pretty cool posts and hey, we're doing this with my bingo and Bluey and all this stuff. And I was like, all right, so I'll join it, just see what's going on. And for the most part, the posts that I've seen, are adventures with these dads are doing with their kids and asking for advice and support and things like that. Well, the other day I saw a post, and basically the entire premise of this post was, hey, I'm a gay dad. Who else is out there? Show me support. And the comments were just like, full of praise and support, and the ones that were like, hey, I'm not gay, but more power to you, and stuff like that. I'm like, gosh, I can't do that. I saw another one today. The picture was of this family at the Pride Parade. I'm like, come on. Why are you exposing your kids to that? But I guarantee, if I were to say anything, I would get banned for being, uninclusive and prejudiced and bigoted and homophobic and all that stuff. So I've decided what I'm going to do instead of doing that is I'm going to start posting things that are just kind of over the top religious. It says in the rules you can't post anything political or religious. And so I was like, all right, well, this pride stuff, that's political now. And so I'm gonna fight it with what I had. Maybe I'll make it a little more subtle, and not to make it too over the top to begin with. But I'll see what happens. See what type of comments that I get. There were hundreds of comments on these other pride posts, like 300, 400 comments, and just scrolling through them quickly, it was pretty apparent that they're most of them supportive. Now there's 71,000 people in this group. It's a huge group. So that does represent a small percentage, but I'd be interested to see. Now I did one post, and it was just talking about what your bandit punch in the feels type of moment, or something that Bandit does just gets you right in the feels. Mine was about an episode where basically Bluey and Bingo are playing, and as they're playing through all these different scenarios, they're aging. They play, oh, I'm a baby, and now I'm a toddler, and now I'm a teenager, and now I'm a grown up. And Bluey, who's the mom, would playing as the mom, would get older, and finally at the end she's an old grandma. And Bingo is a grown up now, and she goes off to do her own thing, and Bluey says, well, what do I do now? And goes up to sit with their mom and dad on the porch swing, and Bandit says, this is heaven. It's like, oh my gosh, I had to watch it again to get all of the all of those subtle hints. But that post had one comment, talking about the actual show, something that's significant. But someone posting asking for just to be supported in their gayness gets hundreds. So I'm gonna see what happens, and I'll probably do a report if I remember, and let you know how that goes. If I get banned from the group for posting something religious, maybe it'll just be a family picture. Hey, going to church, you know, rejoicing in my Savior or something like that, and see what happens. See if they even let it be posted, because everything goes through the moderator. But it's gonna be interesting, and it's just, you know, funny, ironic to see where we are today. This type of thing, this self-praise, gets what it wants. You know, and Jesus talked about that in the Bible. Said, don't be like the hypocrites do, praying in the street corners and making much noise and sounding a trumpet, because you know, you're doing it to be seen of men. You have your reward. You've been seen of men, and that's it. But when you pray in secret in your closets, when you pay your alms secretly, you may not get the worldly praise, but your Father in heaven sees you and rewards you openly. Just some food for thought. Be excellent to each other. Tuba Billy signing out. God be with you till we meet again.